Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to...
Can he finish? And he's quick to get rid. England have the chance to go the other way. Reinders. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his...
And the shots! Haaland! That is brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So, a breakthrough already. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ruben Dias. First quarter of an hour gone. Reinders.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Played out wide. That's really well manoeuvred. Kane. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a...
Reinders! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Haaland, Cherki. Good ball, good take. And it's Reinders. Lovely. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he's had it nicked away. Nouri making good progress. And he's forced to go back. Savinho. Haaland. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Palmer. Rice. Reinders.
Manchester really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's Kane. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Reinders. And here's Haaland. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Pickford claims comfortable. And now a sudden chance to counter. Marmoush venturing down the left. And it's Reinders. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. And here's... And the shot! Well taken goal. And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cherki. And it's Reinders. Henderson gets across and deals with it. Savinho. And he was alert to it. Rice. Palmer. For Rice. Rice making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Bellingham. And it's Rice. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. And he welcomes it in. Tries to play it. Decent chance! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So, oh, he's having a go! Nouri. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Rice. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Kane. Now Foden. Good take, and is he in? Chance! And there's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world. Chance, surely! Corner number 3 coming up. And a header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Rodri does well to get it back. Marmoush.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now that's well seen too. Jordan Henderson. And smartly reclaimed.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Jordan Henderson. And it's Palmer. And here's Bellingham. Plays it. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now that's not going to trouble anybody.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Omar Marmoush. Number 4,
Cherki.
Reinders. Number 21.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Coming on the field. Number
Doku.
42.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's
Number
Doku.
47, Phil Foden. Number 11,
Palmer.
Doku.
And it's Palmer. Now James. Oh, easy pickings there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that was nowhere near his best.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Just eases him off the ball.
Manchester really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Savinho. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Now it's Kane.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham. Foden. Looking for the run. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Well, nicely intercepted. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's a sharp finish. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So off he goes. He was the star turn, and he's being received accordingly.
Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
He's shifting through the gears here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Showing great feet there. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Kane. Now it's Foden. Oh, that is a nice touch. Kane. That's an excellent interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here,
everybody,
a
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, this really is the place to be, Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. We are just getting started. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Over to the right flank. In it comes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Played back. Can he get on the end of this? Terrific effort! Colwill.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He won't be happy with that one. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Marmoush. Foden. Cherki. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Can he get it through? Out of play for a goal kick. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland. And here's Marmoush. And it's Rodri. England are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And he's there to retrieve it. Savinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gahey. Palmer. And now the breakaway. Reinders.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Good read, needed to be. Rodri. 30 minutes gone. Palmer. Rice. And here's Foden. Bellingham goes for a shot! Goal! England! England take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
England have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's neat. Looking to play him in. England looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now this could be a chance. He might be in. It's Kane! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines. Drills one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rice. Colwill. And he welcomes it in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, no joy this time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
We are glad to inform you that
Look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
England just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Real chance! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for options for movement. Semenyo. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Back towards the middle. And it's Henderson. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Colwill.
England really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Foden ploughing through the middle. And here's Foden. Ake deals with that comfortably. Haaland, who does have an assist to his name. So what can they make of this? Savinho.
The attendance for this match was 96,026.
Just off target. And it's Kane. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Jordan Henderson. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, good climb. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a good foray he's making. Jordan Henderson now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now Colwill. Cherki. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Driving on and making good progress. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Kane, nicely spread. Might be danger here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Real chance here. Foden.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, well played, well played. And it's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Colwill promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Little pass back. Foden. Oh, good ball! Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cherki. Savinho. And here's Haaland. He's played it back. Played with finesse. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
1 minute added time.
And here's Kane. Can he finish? He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Please turn towards the
Foden
screen for a
claiming the Man of the Match
special
award,
presentation
and
featuring
there
our
is
guest
very little
performers
room
today.
for argument. England have done it. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. We're up and running then. Saka. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you? Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ake. Now Semenyo. It's a good run down the right. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's nice. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's in a great position here. They've got to be quick to recover this. Goes for it, tries one from range. Oh, nearly. Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Marmoush powering forward here. Drives it in. Saka. England do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Watkins. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Manchester really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly...
Shoots! And it's Eze, looking to play him in. An uncompromising challenge. And we have our very first corner. Rice! Ake clears it away. Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. So, third corner of the game. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
England certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break as momentum is...
And the shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the first goal of the game. And takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but...
And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Caught offside that time.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Watkins. James. Saka. Threads one in. It's a sweeping cross.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Doku providing an outlet on that flank. That is good strength. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And he skips past his man. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Manchester can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Check. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello, attendees. This
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and providing analysis and Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than...
Italy! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So, a breakthrough already. Shapes! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end.
Shoots! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run. Havertz is on. Can he finish? Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. DiMarco. And they've got a throw. And it's Barella. Zaniolo receives. Zaniolo! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Politano powering forward here. DiMarco, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Bayer.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Stiller. Oh, he's found support out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, what has happened here? And Pavlovic, can he get it through? He's had a shot! Di Lorenzo attempts a clearance. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaniolo, this is promising. Oh, good-looking ball. Aimed beyond the defence.
Italy really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack, thanks to their pacey options. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Goretzka. That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread out to the left. Havertz gets his head on it! Goal, Germany! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Germany with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Always onto this. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barella. Oh, that's well spotted. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Wirtz.
Germany clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pellegrini really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Germany can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Stiller. That's the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. We are just getting started. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Alvarez, and here's Messi. He's cut it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. And this is Dembele. He's having a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's well spotted. Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's McAllister. McAllister. And this is... And Messi! And he goes cross-field. Now it's Martinez. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now it's McAllister. Tacho gets across to intercept that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Neves, expertly cut out, really nicely done. 60 minutes played. Always onto this. Vitinha. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
It's a goal kick. Zaire Emery. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Alvarez. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a very... Can he finish? Well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Martinez. Now it's Alvarez. Tries to pass it through. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's intervened well there. So that's it. It is all over. Argentina can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Alvarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We're up and running then. And here's Messi. It's a promising position. Can he get on the end of this? Opts to play it back, and he's had it nicked away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tchouaméni, good-looking ball. Paredes simply refused to be outdone there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouaméni is someone I see as being a real tour de force.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's played in here. Messi. Alvarez. Great ball if he can get there. Messi. Threads one in. He is through here! He's in a great position here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Carreras. Güler. Tries to pass it through. Hangs one in. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, shooting chance! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. Now it's Tchouaméni. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, sweet feet. There's the shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Great chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Molina. And the pass is intercepted. And he skips past his man. And he's in on goal. Arda Güler. Plays it in low. Brahim Diaz! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Brahim Diaz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
McAllister. De Paul. He's on it. Can he get away? Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Alvarez. And this is Messi. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And this is Messi. Güler did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Takes on his marker. Spread out to the left.
Argentina truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? De Paul. Now Martinez. Mbappe. Good spread. Crossing. Oh, great leap!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Messi. McAllister. Nicely spread. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Brahim Diaz. Can he get away here? Looking here to chip it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Brahim Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's De Paul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Messi. McAllister. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Brahim Diaz. Argentina still this single goal behind. It's a pretty loose pass. Goulet. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Molina. And it's McAllister. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He has found a way through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's tidy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
This looks promising, and he's got his cross in. Alvarez. And it's Messi.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Goulet. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Martinez. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. De Paul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Molina. Messi. This is a promising build-up.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Molina receives it in a good position here. Tchouameni. Now it's Goulet. Oh, such a clever touch. Camavinga. Somewhat off target.
Cambio.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. Molina to McAllister. Argentina are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That's destined for the flank. Fran Garcia. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Paredes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Messi.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Garcia proves too strong. Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold.
Such good technique.
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Looking to play him in, and the shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Molina. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are...
Oh, shooting chance! Tries to play it through. That's been drilled in. Oh, this looks sharp. McAllister. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And they can counter here. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Argentina still without a single shot on target. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. And here's Camavinga. Brahim Diaz! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Brahim Diaz is offering a right smile there.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. This might... Can he finish? They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Molina is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Chance, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Tchouaméni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goulart plays it short. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Camavinga. And here's Brahim Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. And a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Alvarez. Martinez picks it up out wide. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Lunin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Fernandez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Argentina certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Threads one in, and he plays one through. Balerdi. And Fernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulart. Howson. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paredes. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Aim forwards. Now it's Martinez. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. McAllister. And it's Otamendi. Spread to the right. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Carreras in acres of space out wide. And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Goulet goes short. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now they can spring out of defence. Goulet, passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Alvarez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Goulet, and here's Mbappe, played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's... Tries a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. How very smart. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So we're very much on the way now. Tchouaméni. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more...
Chance for a shot! And it's It's a goal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, a breakthrough already. Camavinga. Carreras. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Probing pass. Chance, surely! And he couldn't finish.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Montiel. Paredes. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. And here's the chance to counter. Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Montiel. And here's McAllister. Fernandes. Argentina have a free kick. Alvarez is behind this one.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi. And it's Fernandes. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, some astute defending there. Chance here to counter. And here's McAllister. That's going to go a long way. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Now it's Goulet.
Goulet!
Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Driving through the middle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. This is a promising build-up. McAllister. Martinez. And it's McAllister. Camavinga. Oh, they could break here. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Montiel. Paredes. Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. Spread out to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Drills one in. Mbappe! McAllister.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Martinez. It's run loose here. And here's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rudiger. Howson. And it's Camavinga. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! Not a bad try by any means.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Montiel. Now Paredes. Now it's Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? And Messi! And again, he is at his elastic best. No way through. Closing in on... He's having a shot! Oh, good finish. And they're back in front. And that is all they have time for. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Aquí están los futbolistas.
Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Howson. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. That's gone for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Howson looking to pass their way up the pitch. But it's been shipped out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Alvarez! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Carreras. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance. And he's managed to get rid. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
La
Well,
cantidad
the
de
defence
espectadores
just
de este
about came
partido
out on top,
fue de
but they were certainly tested.
61.052.
Now it's Martinez.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Tchouaméni. Brahim Diaz. Now, can they get him away? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Serves up across. Oh, this looks sharp.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pressing high and with purpose. Fernandez. Goulart gets a foot in here. Aims beyond the defence. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Martinez. McAllister. Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Howson. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Carreras producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Mbappe. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Alaba. Tries to... There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place... Brahim Diaz! There's the shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running then. And this is Messi. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez. And here's Alvarez. Tchouaméni. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective.
Messi! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that was very necessary. De Paul. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And they can counter here. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Howson is the guilty party there. And it's Messi. And he's forced to go back. Martinez. Fernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Howson with the foul. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tchouaméni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Paul. Now Paredes. Now it's Martinez. Threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Molina. Romero. De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Martinez. And it's Fernandez. And this is Messi. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi. Molina. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
And he thumps it clear. They get a throw in. Lovely feet. And it's Paredes. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Brahim Diaz. That's destined for the flank. Alvarez gets into a good position. Martinez. And that is well cleared. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Paredes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Goulet. Opts for safety. Rudiger. We are into overtime. And it's Diaz. Oh, good spread. Brahim Diaz. Now can he... And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. What a wonderful goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good strength. Molina made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Alvarez. And Fernandez. Camavinga proves too strong. And he's running through. Oh, and the shot! Oh, good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And this is Messi. Mbappe. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Molina picks it up out wide. Alvarez. And this is Messi. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's an imaginative pass. Brahim Diaz, and the shot! It's in! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous.
Good was that, poetry in motion.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Carreras. And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Diaz. Foot in. Now it's Martinez. McAllister. Alvarez. That's very neat. Paredes. Can he get it through? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And they've got a throw. Argentina are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Mbappe. Arda Güler. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Camavinga. It's a promising position. Güler is onto this. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Romero. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. De Paul. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Alvarez. Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga wins the duel this time. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And this is Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Opts for safety. Rudiger. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Güler plays it short. Has crossed into the middle. Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got to be quick moving this forward. Argentina certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Howson. Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga. Looking for the run. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the shot! And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Forced to go back. Mbappe! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly wonderful strike. Welcome to those who have joined us all here this evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Header! McAllister. Now it's Messi. Now it's Dybala. Now it's Messi. Now it's McAllister. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Howson. And here's Mbappe. Space for him to turn and look. Skims one in. Cross needs to be... Oh, great leap! There it is! And there is your opener. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking here to chip it through. Fernandez. Now it's Dybala. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space.
Brahim Diaz!
Oh, he hit that sweetly. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni opts for safety. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Paredes. McAllister. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Argentina certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Alexander-Arnold aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered in. That's an excellent interception. Fernandez. And now the breakaway. Fernandez. Oh, this is a very good run. Looking for the run. And this is Dybala. That's a good ball out wide. And this is Messi. Real chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Tchouaméni is there and he can get that clear. Throw in. Now it's Fernandez. Now it's McAllister. Brahim Diaz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Carreras. Camavinga. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandez. McAllister. No, again there's no way through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Threads one in. Now the ball in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Dybala. Dybala stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McAllister simply refused to be outdone there. The less said about that pass, the better. Argentina still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 62.005.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Camavinga. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Martinez. McAllister. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Carreras. Now it's Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the cross comes in. And he's cut it out. McAllister. Now it's Martinez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Paredes. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Fernandez.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lisandro Martinez does well to get it back. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. And here's Messi. Goulet.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a little off target. Tries a deft little ball. Argentina very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through?
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Camavinga. And it's Arda Güler. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. So what can they make of this? Well, that looks a decent ball. Always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you summarise? Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So we're very much on the way now. Alvarez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And here's Camavinga. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga running with him. Mbappe! He's delivered all right! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone, the excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And can he finish? Oh, who's going to be first to this? Carreras. Carreras is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Brahim Diaz. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This man Rudiger's
Shot a goal!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Looking for options for movement. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And this is Messi. Howson gets across and deals with it. Argentina, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's shifting through the gears. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
McAllister, now it's Martinez. This is a promising build-up. And here's McAllister. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Brahim Diaz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Goulet with the short one. And that is headed for the middle. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Montiel. And it's Messi.
Such good technique.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Paredes does really well to win the ball there. 30 minutes gone. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Camavinga. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that looks a decent ball. Here it is, crossed in. De Paul. That is ended up in no man's land. Camavinga. Carreras. Goulet's cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
McAllister. Can he get it through? Now it's Alvarez. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Martinez. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well played. Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread to the right. Alexander-Arnold. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Howson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Goulart receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Messi. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. And here's Alvarez. Oh, good take and a good area. And the shot! And he's quick to get rid. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. McAllister herring after the ball here. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And here's Mbappe. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Mbappe!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Tchouaméni, a deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And here's Brahim Diaz. He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now, what about a counter-attack? De Paul. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Carreras. Played in. Paredes. McAllister.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Alvarez. And it's Messi. And he's in on shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And we have liftoff! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Vinicius, there's the shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Alvarez, McAllister, and the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Montiel picks it up out wide. De Paul.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Great, decent chance! And a truly agonising miss.
Vinicius Junior clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Montiel. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Argentina still ahead by the game's only goal. McAllister. Alvarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alaba. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's hit it long.
Madrid really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 17.
Very much into the last knockings.
Número 20. Número 10. Messi.
Ball's gone out of play.
Número 16. Número 8. Número 11.
Herreras has the space to scheme. Ball in towards the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Romero. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Martinez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength, and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.